It's landed. All right. That's a limit right there. In it for the limit. Welcome back to In It for the Limit Fishing. And today we're out here chasing winter crappie. It's about 42 degrees. This morning it started out at 30 degrees, but we're in a warming trend. The last two or 3 days it's gotten up to the mid 50s during the day. Today it's supposed to hit 50 as well, and it's getting nice and warm out here, which is nice for if you're out fishing. The fish are still, looks like they're still holding on to some the trees pretty tight. Now the water here is a little bit muddier. It had rained before we had that warming trend. We got some rain. It's the same rain that put snow in other places in Texas and places that shut down. But the water here is pretty murky, so it's giving us a little bit of forgiveness by getting the boat a little bit closer, so it's making it easier to get on top of these fish. I've not checked stake beds. I plan on going to stake beds, hitting some more trees that I know where they're at, and checking out the bridge a little bit to see if they're there. I have found fish in as shallow as 10 foot, but right now we're fishing about 18-20 foot and fishing a tree, and I'll show you that, see if I can get some catches off of it. But let's see right there, maybe you can see that right there. It's actually a couple trees right there that we're on top of, but we're gonna get to it, so stick around and let's get it. Well, I realized I've been recording in time-lapse this whole time, and it doesn't really matter. I didn't get any good catches off the last tree. This just like a Christmas tree or a trash pile or something right underneath us. You can see a fish swimming around there, but a lot of times you can pull fish out of these. I had one chase it out, the one that's coming back there, you see. So I'm just going to drop straight back down. See if we can get one to move out. There we go. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but you get bit in these little bitty spots like this. Just trying to row right on top of it. Since it's horizontal, you can swing on it a little bit. There we go. You see him come out? And that's what I figured. It's not a keeper. And missed the ones earlier because I was in fast mode, but we got 2 keepers, and this makes 2 non-keepers here. You might swing one more through just to see, but I'm pretty sure these are non-keepers. Let's swing through. It's only sitting 2 foot off, you know, it's 2 foot tall, so it's not that big. It looks like a Christmas tree on its side, really. But they can be down inside of it. So I'm just trying to swing it through. I'm just trying to keep track of the bait when the boat's moving so I don't get snagged in it. See it coming out right there? There, oop, he did bite it. I think I just fed it now. Yeah, these are small fish. We're just playing. You can kind of see them swimming in there. They look like pretty decent little dots. So what I'm going to do, this one's a little bit deeper. I'm going to swing in. Here you can see my bait right there. I'm just going to come right across the top of it. I'm going to have to reel in some so I don't get hung up in it. You see my bait come across the top. Let's see if anything will come out. Here we go. Here comes one right there. He's not biting. There he goes. He's got it. There we go. Got the little bitty tick. And oop. Looks like he's a non-keeper. Well, that's not good. Because those other marks look close to the same. But you can see how he's a little bitty. You can see him go straight back down. Don't tell all your friends I'm up here now. We're going straight down on top of it right here. And then it's going to swing. You can see him clamped up, see if we can pull anything out of there. There's one chasing it right now. Kind of hard to see. Good one down there. I'm going to drop down a little bit. And pull up to this one over here. There we go. Oh! Well, I fed him. Enjoy your meal, buddy. One of those I jerked a little before I felt a good thump. Should have gave him a little bit more time to take it. It was a bigger minnow. Should have fished it like a shiner. And drop straight back on that part of the tree. There's two sections of it. I don't know if it's two trees or not. Swing back over here. Anything to rise. Look, there's a good concentration of stuff in there. There's one coming to it right now. You see it? He's got it. Got him. Alright. And this one might actually be a keeper. Actually, might be a little over to just a 10-incher. Let's look. There he is. I always try to find active fish, but sometimes if it's a slow day, you have to stick with a thicker school and make them bite. There we go. Couldn't tell if it's the tree or the fish. There's a big mark in there. I hope that's a decent one. Yep. Looks like he might go 12 or so. Oh, caught myself. All right. 11 and a half. 11 and a half. Gives us 5 in the box. We are keeping them today. I'll give them to Mom when it's some fish. Give her some. Might take a couple home to eat tonight. We'll see. Oh, he hit that one hard that time. got another. I'm not gonna measure him. He's about the same as the other one, probably 11.5. He looks like his twin brother. No, he might be a little small. He might be closer to 10.5. Either way, let's get right back in it. There you go, take it, buddy. Yep. Top jig, gonna have to measure this one. I don't think he's gonna keep. I know he's not gonna keep. I think it's like a 9-inch fish right there. Let's put him back. It's 10 and 6, 4 throwbacks, 10 and 6. What I'm doing is just swinging it out on the trees and lifting up. This is where normally, if you didn't have a scope, this is another benefit, trying to keep from getting hung up as bad. You still get hung up, but I can see where to stop it, when to lift it up, and when to drop it back down. There we go. He had it and just held it, and I lost feeling. Yep. We're into some smaller ones. It's alright. Let's try not to hurt him getting back in the water here. There we go. Little baby. There we go. Let's see. We'll have to measure this one. I think we're at 11 now. I've had two extra. Oh, look at there. Look at that right there. I believe this feller has been eating my Mentos. I don't think he's one I've caught before, but he's got one of my minnows down in his belly. I don't know if that's the same one or not. It looks like it might be that 9-incher I threw back. Or it could just be where one popped off and he just ate it. No. Yeah. 9 inches. Hey. Fool you once, that's a shame on me. I fooled you twice, that's a shame on you, buddy. That's all on you. Drop it back. Ooh, yeah. Getting right on top of it, you can drop straight into the brush pile. There we go. And sometimes the bigger ones are on the inside. You can always see it. Well, he hit the top jig. Now, if you have them in your mouth and you're the same one, I'm gonna have to have talking to. Look like twins, don't they? Another 9-incher. Or smaller. He's little. Alright, let's try one more drop, see if there's a keeper in here. We're at 12 and 6, so we got half and half right now. Alright guys, we have I think 6 keepers in the live well, and I think maybe 12 total. We pulled all those off of trees and brush in about 17-18 foot of water. So I want to check these stake beds. Now these are popular stake beds. They're in that same depth range. However, it was a barren wasteland out here. I went from bed to bed to bed, didn't find anything, but finally got up on a bed that had quite a few on it, and I'll show you here. And I'm out quite a bit, about 30 foot out. You could see right there. Sorry about the camera work, but you could see this one has fish on it. But now they are very spooked. Again, this is a popular spot, and they've probably had lots of pressure today. There's been a lot of people since, you know, first nice weekend in a while, starting to warm up, have a lot of people out targeting crappie. So they've probably seen a lot of pressure. And also there's a boat ramp over here, so they probably have a lot of boat traffic going over them. But they're very spooked which has been the norm in a lot of these stake beds, and not just here, but all over the lake. And so when this happens, what I'm going to do is take a bobber, stay back about 30 feet or more, 35 foot's where I'm at right now. I might ease up on it later, but it's best to start out and then slowly come in. That way you don't spook that school off. Like I said, I probably checked 15 beds that were empty and then just found this one. And there might be some other out here that have more active schools, but I don't want to chance it. I'm going to try to target this one and see if I can do it from a distance. We're going to do that with a slip bobber. There seems to be a magic depth here, 9.5 feet, and that's not something I found. That's actually from all Shannon's bobber fishing. Last year we found 9.5 feet seems to be a nice range. These seem to be sitting at, that's where it starts out at. Always start there. These seem to be sitting though a little bit deeper at 10, so I might drop it just a hair. I just automatically set mine at 9.5. A lot of times they'll feed up, but I want to put it right in the middle of the school. I just dropped it a little bit, about a foot or two. And now the trick is getting it right to them. Got the dropper I wanted, but we'll see if anything comes out after it. It's like something's after it. There we go. Oh, that was fun to watch. Another keeper. Well, it's nice if these are going to be keepers. They all look about the same size. I don't know. Let me double check the measurement, but it looks like he might keep. And every time you catch one, when they're spooked like that, they'll push out a little bit more and more until they're gone. That one's an 11 incher, a little less than 11. No, right at it. So I found another one. This might be the same fish that spooked over. It's not that far from where we were. They're all holding right here. I doubt it's the same school. See if they're a little bit more interested. First swing got a bite. There we go. That one got one for sure. But see how that, I don't know if you could see it, but they spooked out quick. That one catch right there spooked them all, and he's not a keeper. So difference in a good day and a bad day could be getting into a good school. So look at that right there. So all those marks. So we're gonna try to get in without spooking them. Alright. Now let's spot lock. Ease ourselves over. There we go. That's what they want. We might have to resort to the bobber. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think it's gonna keep. But we'll find out for sure. 9.5. Try it again. I think having it just swim around instead of sliding through helped. It's not down all the way yet. It's right down in it. We are in it now, so we're gonna have to watch the float. Looks like something got it. Let's see. Don't feel any weight. I just had it hang on it. Look. Yep, That's a keeper for sure, right there. I like it when you don't have to measure. We will anyways, though. Let's make sure. Yeah, he's a 11. If you noticed or not, but that bobber did not go down. I was just checking it to see. This is a nice one right here. Come on, buddy. That's good. 11. Well, I don't know. He might be 10.5. Let's look. Let's see. He's fat for sure. Yeah, he is 11. I don't know if that's gonna keep or not. I think we're at 20 total with this one, but I don't know if he's going to be a keeper. He's awful small looking. Fact check it. 9. Yeah, fake news is what that was. There's one coming up. He's up at it. Does he have it? Yep. So they're not taking the float down at all. It's 21. It's like another 9-incher. Come on out of there. There we go. Yep. Another keeper. Gives us a 10. So he's probably 11. Ten and a half. I think it's warmed up a little bit. The water's getting warmer. It's 45 degrees out here now. It was right at 41. So I think they're starting to get a little bit more active. Let's see if I can get some of these off out here. Here comes one. Don't know if he was a keeper size though. He came on top jig. Boy, he's excited. Don't think you'll keep though, buddy. I'll put you right back. Hold on. Yep, he's a little small. Spooked him. There we go. It's alright. Spooked one, got another. I think this one is going to keep. Should be about 10 and a half. maybe a little bigger. We'll see. Yep, 10.5. There we go. That's the one I was targeting. He looked good too. Oh, got him off top. He didn't look at the minnow. Maybe because my minnow's not there. There we go. Looks like another keeper. Yep, 11 inches. There we go. So I switched trees and forgot to turn my camera back on. But got a nice one here, and there are about 4 more marks like that. So, 12.5. Split the difference. Well, right at 12. A little over 12. What's that? 6 foot. You gotta come way down. That's about 6. They're 7 foot, so that's. Yep, that would be a keeper. These marks are good ones. There should be one more like that down there at least. Yeah, 12 inches. Just like that last one. One more, come on. One more is all I want. Got him. Yep. Let's land it. All right. That's the limit right there. In it for the limit. And there's the limit fish. Oh, they're getting feisty, which I like to see. It's 11 inches. It's 15. We're going to keep fishing. But now, just for fun, we'll throw everything back. Yep, I thought he had it. Ooh, get up in here, boy. Yeah, it's all right. Three tiny ones. Let's look at this boy right here. Let's get the hook out. Let's pull it out the other way. Donkey Kong right there. Oh. Is 14.5. And we could trade out one of these live ones. Mom would like this one. Alright guys, we're gonna call it a day. The sun's going down and the boat ramp's empty, and I'm gonna pull out and get on and drop these fish off to Mom. Got her a good 15-inch crappie and a limit full, so I'm gonna get those to her house before it gets too dark. Ended up with 18 total keepers. Of course, we only kept our 15. I think we had about 34 total. I lost count of the non-keepers, but it's at least 34, maybe a little bit more. Shannon had 20 keepers with I think he said 38, so he had similar results. He was on down the lake a little bit, and he found some good schools on stake beds. Now where I was at, the stake beds weren't as packed. Both areas that we fish, that I fish and Shannon fish, get a lot of pressure on those beds, but I found them to be real skittish. And the one bed that I did find with lots of crappie on it, they were real jumpy, and it was hard to get on them. I did pull some fish off of it, but I did better in trees. They were hanging around the trees a little bit better. The water was a little bit muddier around the trees I was fishing. That probably helped to not make them as jumpy. And as the day went on and it warmed up, it went from, I think the air temp was mid-20s, ended up in the mid-50s. The water temp went from about 40 degrees to about 46. And as it warmed up, they got a little bit more aggressive. Now, normally I jump from school to school. If they're not biting, I'll go find another school, but since it was so hard to find them congregated, especially this time of year in the winter, a lot of times they will group up in the winter, but lately they've been kind of scattered. So when I found a good school, I did stay on them a little bit longer than I normally would, and they started biting as the water warmed up. They started biting a little bit better. So overall good day. Had a good 15-incher. I'm gonna go drop these off to Mom. I'll take her. Most of them I might keep a couple for myself, but had a good day overall. So if you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, keep chasing that limit.